So the TUTTIO has not been ridden since I got the thing because we blew the wheel bearings. I don't think this was my fault. I think that was on TUTTIO. It might have had a bad wheel bearing or something, but it's on warranty, so it's all right. I'm really thinking the one side wheel bearing was bad, and that made the other one go. But TUTTIO actually sent us 4 new wheel bearings on warranty, so let's go ahead and slap them in that wheel. That way we could finally ride the TUTTIO again. I guess for you guys, it's literally like the same day, but this thing has not been ridden for probably like a week or two. Hopefully these ones don't fail too, but if they do, I guess we'll get some upgraded wheel bearings or something, or even new wheels or something. I kind of want a supermoto the TUTTIO. So let's go ahead and let's pull the front wheel off of that. That way we can knock the old blown bearings out and we can put the new ones in. Hopefully it's easy, but those outer races might be stuck and it might not be a 10-minute job. It's never a 10-minute job. Those bearings are freaking toasted. There's not a bearing in there anymore. Here's what's left of it. It might be because the TUTTIO's Chinese, but I guess we'll see when we put the new wheel bearings in. So we got our wheel off and we got the rest of the exploded bearings out. Both bearings were actually toast because, yet again, we were riding on the one. So obviously the outside of the race for the bearing is still in there. There's not much of a ledge to catch, so we're gonna need like a blind bearing puller. But I'm just gonna use the old classic welding method. You guys might cringe at this, but I trust my judgment here. A good trick you can do, you can weld a bead around that inner race, and if you get it hot enough, it should shrink a tiny bit and just pop right out. So we're gonna try to attempt that. Fun stuff to do on a brand new bike, hey? I did the first bearing off camera just to see how it would turn out, and that worked absolutely perfect. So let's run it back on the other side. Basically, all I'm doing is cranking the heat up on the welder, and then we're welding a bead just around that race. I don't think that can even bond with the hub because the hub is not steel, but either way this should work pretty good because it already worked. So let's run it back. There's some science and physics behind it, but all I know is it works. Heat always helps, so let's go ahead and start this. And boom, just like that, we got our old bearing race out. Like I said, you can use the proper tool, but that method works just fine, I guess. That's like the 3rd time I've used it, and it seems like it works every time, so W. Now we're gonna take the new wheel bearing, and we're just gonna sit it right inside the hub, make sure it's straight as possible. And this is another part where you can use a proper tool, but I'm just gonna use the socket because it's like the same size as the bearing. We're just gonna hit it in, make sure it goes in pretty straight. And there you go, just like that, we got our bearing installed, and it still feels like it spins good, so W. If you are using like that socket method, you can mess up the bearing. As long as you hit the outer ring of the bearing, you should be good. Now let's do the other side, because there's 2 wheel bearings in the wheel.